Chuck Diesel.
Welcome back to another episode of the High Altitude Show. What up, homies? Appreciate y'all being back in the joint again, man. We back in here rocking out again, man. BOA putting in work. The doc putting in work, man. Reject. Aaron, what's good, man? AJ, I see you, bro. Twan, what up, man? GT, what up? Vaughn, what's happening? SO, what up with you, bro? Dead Miles, what's good with you, bro? Peace to you, fam. R Banks 09, Country Cuz, what's happening, man? Finesse, what up with you, man? Louis, what's happening, bro? B Mays, my brother, back to back. What's up with you, man? Abdul Rahim, man, back in the joint, man. Appreciate y'all being in the joint. Let's give the people a few minutes to get in here, man, because we about to bang one right quick, man. 5:30, what up? Peace, man. KG3, my brother, what's happening with you? We about to hurt some feelings with this one, man. We about to hurt some feeling with this one. But you know we don't care nothing about no feelings in here. Jay Lees, what's good, man? She hate me. What up, bro? Or should I say Shaheem lately? What up, Shaheem lately? Y'all bang that like button, man. Bang that like button. Hey, man, this one gonna be hot, homies. I ain't gonna even lie to you. B-Mo, what up, man? Valdez, what up, Val? See you in the building, man. 702, back again, man. Appreciate you being back in the joint. Othello, what up with you, man? Knack, what up? Miami Soldier, what's happening, man? Let's get the people, man. Just another quick second, another quick minute, another quick second to get up in the joint, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Please, Alpha, don't hurt him. Please, Alpha, don't hurt him. Got to do it to him, man. Big Rich, what up, man? Bernard Benjamin, what's happening with you, man? Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Slick Capone, what up, bro? Let's get the people, man. Just a few more minutes, man. Y'all, let's be patient with the people. We like to give them 5 minutes off the top to get in the door. Give them a clean 5 to arrive before we show no go live, man. Masculine principles, what up, man? Alpha's up for show. Betas all the way down to the ground. Talking about get down. Duct tape to the knife. We don't want to hear them more beta male isms coming up out of here, man. I hope everybody been having a good grind week this week, man. Hump day. Bringing it down to the end here right quick. 30 seconds, man. We're going to go ahead and get in. John Kamani, repping Africa, man. What's up, man? It's always good to see my African brothers in here, man, getting it in with me. Abdullah, what's good, man? Kate Baker, what up? D Cox, I see you in the building, man. Steven Rodriguez, man, repping from Jersey, man. All right, man, let's do this. First class, what up? 7. UK locked in as well, man. LV, what's good, brother? Let's talk about the travesty of men striving to be everything women want. but requiring very little in return. As a matter of fact, only requiring one thing in return. I don't like those odds. I don't like the odds of me having to be 10 things for someone who's only going to be one that matters to me. And what we're going to do today is we're going to break down all these other things that are supposed to matter to us that really don't. And we're going to break down why they don't matter. See, what we're going to do, we're going to separate the masculine from the feminine men. We're going to separate the alphas from the betas. We're going to separate the real men from the grown boys. We're going to separate the men who deserve to be catered to by women from the men who deserve to cater to women. That's what we're going to talk about. And third, last but not least, what we're going to talk about is the reason why the majority of us don't have near as much contact with women as we used to. Matter of fact, let's start with that. For one thing, the quality is lower than it's ever been. Now, beauty, you can find some beautiful women still, but beauty is not quality. Beauty is never quality. It's like buying a brand new car. All brand new cars are brand new. Quality comes at 36,000 miles, 50,000 miles, 100,000 miles, 150,000 miles. That's when quality comes in. Everything brand new is quality. It's brand new, has no wear and tear. Put some wear and tear on it. That's when quality starts to show up. Quality starts to show up when you get past the novelty of the beauty. There's nothing quality about beauty. Beauty is just what it is. Beauty is meant to sexually arouse you. That's the end of beauty. Now, let's go ahead and get this marriage thing out the way, because we ain't gonna spend no time on that other than this. I got one thing to say about marriage. Marriage is alive. Being a wife is dead. If you are a man who believes that in this day and age, you're going to meet a woman who's going to be a proper wife. Now, she could be a wife. You marry her, that makes her a wife, right? I'm talking about a proper wife. A proper wife is a position. It's not a title. Wife is a position. It has responsibilities. It has duties. There are tasks that must be fulfilled in that position. The same way there are tasks that must be fulfilled in the husband position. Now, let's be correct. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that every man is on that level, because every man ain't on that level. We all know that. But what I will say is this. Husband has not changed. The responsibilities, the duties, the tasks necessary to make that position work have not changed. They've become more of a burden. They've become a heavier load to carry. They've become a less rewarding load to carry. And we're going to break down some reasons why today, brothers. And we ain't going to be in here that long, man, maybe an hour or so. It ain't going to take us that long to get to these points, brothers. Now, let's talk about some of these things. Let's just get to the nitty gritty here. Men strive to be everything women want in return for sex. All you hear men talking about is sex. All you hear men talk about is how good she look. All you hear men talk about is physical pleasure. You know why? Because the helpmeet is dead. The helpmeet is far and few in between. See, let me tell you something right now. And this is where we're going to start hurt some feelings at. If you're a man, you shouldn't be concerned about a woman's money at all. Her money should mean absolutely nothing. Dare I say, you should prefer a woman who ain't getting money. If you're a man that's in the position to be even worrying about having a woman, because if you ain't in that position, you don't need to have no woman. You ain't got no woman. You know what you got? A partner. And a wife ain't never been a partner. That's why they don't even call it wife no more. They call it partner. They don't want no husband. They want a life partner. A life partner for their life, fool. And these boys still out here trying to be everything a woman want. And now they're going to get it in return. It's selfishness. Self-focus, self-determination, self-driven, self-purpose. Everything about her is about self. And to get something selfish like that, you're going to be everything she wants you to be? What's the reward for being everything a woman wants you to be, brother? Some sex. See, let me tell you something. What separates the men from the boys is understanding what being a provider is. If you're going to take on a wife or a woman in that position, we're not, from moving forward, we're not talking about legal marriage anymore. If anybody needs me to say that. If you're going to take on a woman, then no matter what capacity you're in, if you go to another country and get a woman, wherever you go and get a woman, like when you have these dudes tell me they're going to go find them a wife in another country, you better have some money. You still got to be a provider. Unless you finna relocate there, you still need the same amount of money. If you're going to bring her to America, you still need the same amount of money that you're going to have with an American woman, because you don't deserve to be in that position if you cannot be a provider. Why? Not because of the woman. I know some beta male semi Johnny gonna come in here and say, "Well, Dr. BOA, you ain't talking that trick talk. You always talking that pimp talk, Dr. BOA. But now look at you. Look at you now. All you talking about is tricking off on the woman. When you get the woman, you got to be a provider. Oh man, you ain't nothing but a trick. Unsubscribe." Okay, unsubscribe then, brother. But let me tell you something before you go, fool. Being a provider is where the power is. The money is the power. See, let me tell you something that y'all think, man. I'm going to clarify something right now. Women don't value money. Women didn't fight to get money so they could just have money. Women didn't fight to get money just so they could be, I'm spend, I just bought. Women don't value the dollar. All they do with money is spend. They blow plenty of money. That's all they do. They blow money. They shop till they drop. They got more clothes in their closet than they need, man. They always getting their hair whooped up. They spend extra money on this, extra money on that. They do a bunch of things. Now, the beautification process, I won't tax them for that too hard. But you got to understand, women don't value the dollar. They value the power of controlling the dollar. It could be ball caps. If ball caps gave men that kind of power, you'd see women walking around all day with ball caps on, bruh. I'm telling you what's real. You would really, really have to, you would see that. See, let me tell you something. What women having money represents is they don't have to be wives. They can fight to be your equal. If you're making $150,000 and you got a woman making 100, she's not going to bow down and submit to you. God forbid you making 150, she making 250, she damn sure ain't going to bow down and submit to you. She probably going to pull rank on you. See, what you got to understand, all this power that men had came from being in the position of authority. You don't get that position anymore because men don't require it. Men will give of themselves spiritually, man. They will share their spirit with a woman just because she looks good. That woman can be so far away from being what any man would consider a wife. What I was telling somebody on Patreon today, man, and had a cat hit me up on Patreon, man. I was telling them today, man, if you're going to hit something, make sure it's something that you wouldn't mind wifing up. Why would you touch any woman that you wouldn't wife up? It makes no sense. It means that you're giving of yourself to lesser women. And guess what? You can't even get that woman in this society. Let it be told, you can't even get that woman till you become the best version of yourself. You're going to become the best version of yourself as a man. Then you're going to add all the other things that women think are important. And all you're going to get out of it is some sex. Nigga, you're going to build yourself up for 5 or 10 years. And your payoff, all this stuff you add that women want is just sex. Because let me tell you something. This is the real difference between the alpha male and the beta male. This is the real difference between the alpha male and the beta male. The alpha male sees himself as the leader of women, any woman in his life. The beta male can't bring himself to see himself as a leader of women. Deep down inside, he doesn't believe he deserves the helpmeet part of women. He doesn't want the helpmeet part of women because it takes a man who has a superior mindset. You have to look at yourself and truly invest your energy into the concept that you are superior to your woman. Other than that, you're okay with her being a partner. I hear cats say all the time, women are just as strong as men. Women are just as smart as men. Women are just as this and that as men. No, they're not. Where you get that from? You let this education process that is set up for women anyway determine that your woman is smart. Okay, well, how many times have you been around an educated woman and she have blonde moments all the time? Just common sense shit. She just don't get it. She can tell you everything about what she learned in that book, but can't tell you nothing when it pertains to common sense. Common sense just don't show up for her. You know, the bottom line is this, man. When you think about a woman having money, and I'm going to be honest with you, I just feel like this. If a woman's money is important to you, you're not in a position you need to be in. Because I'm going to be honest with you. First of all, my woman ain't going out to work for nobody else. If she going to contribute 40 hours to anything, she going to contribute 40 hours to what I got going on. Even if you ain't started your business yet, if you got a woman on your team, man, and she fully vested, take them 40 hours she got and let her help you build your business. Stack you some paper up so y'all can be good for a minute. If she working when you meet her, y'all stack up, man, for about 6 months to 12 months. Stack up, save, don't do nothing. Eat at home, don't go out, watch Netflix. And then, man, after that, you tell her, man, to put in her 2 weeks and she come work for you. It's just not effort to send your woman out, man, to run errands for another dude every day. 40 hours a week, man, your old lady, she's spending more time running errands for him than she's been doing shit for you. Then she come home and she tired. She come home, she can't do this, she can't do that. Now they want her to do overtime. Now here you are, you got a woman that you done built you everything a woman want. And you can't even get a meal cooked for you at home. It ain't about the dinner, it's about the servitude. You want your woman to be in a position of servitude. Servitude is what humbles a woman. These women are humble because they don't have to serve their men anymore. Don't you understand? Servitude makes you humble. Servitude makes a woman humble because when a woman is serving you, you show her appreciation. A different kind of appreciation than you do for anything financial. When a woman is serving you, it puts you in your king headspace. When a woman is going to work and just come home helping your ass pay bills, she's just a partner to you. You got to, if a woman helping you pay bills, nigga, you got to view her as an equal. How you gonna be superior to her when she paying the bill, when she paying as many bills as you are? It's just not logical. See, what we talking about today, we talking about alpha. We ain't talking about nothing else. We that's what we talking about. We ain't talking about no other kind of man at all. We're talking about the reason that relationships don't work. Relationships don't work because men are not in positions to be leaders of relationships. How you going to settle for something that's not even amazing to you? You're going to settle for something that's not even amazing to you. You don't even enjoy what you're doing every day. You're not even a confident man. You're not even confident enough to wake up and say, man, I control my own. How you going to control? You can't control your own destiny, man. If you, man, boy. You cannot dictate to your woman if you can't dictate to yourself. If you get up every day and go somewhere and another man dictates to you, how you can't dictate to your woman? I don't care what you say. If she act like she's listening to you, it's because it's just to keep the peace. It's not because she's in that mind state, which means at some point she's not gonna do it to keep the peace. You see what I'm saying? There's a certain way that husband and wife are supposed to look, that man and woman are supposed to look. And the problem is that the modern man has allowed women to circumvent all of those requirements and just do whatever the hell they want to do. And as long as they'll give you some sex, you'll deal with it. You know, I see people say that a lot, man, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you ain't from the hood, you don't know no niggas, man, unless you in the hood, man, you don't know too many men that's out here just playing Madden all day, man. Why? See, for me, I believe. Now, if you know some, fine. But for me, that's just female rhetoric. That's shit that women say. I don't know no niggas that sit home all day and play Madden. Why shout to go out and get the bread? That's hood stuff. Go to the suburbs, go anywhere in the suburb, anywhere, and find me. Go around and count the houses where the dudes living in these big pretty houses, man, they sitting at home playing Madden all day while they old lady out making money. See, what we talking about is alpha. We talking alpha. If somebody doing that, they ain't alpha, and they ain't even in the headspace in their life where they living like they alpha, where they present themselves as alpha, where they looking alpha, acting alpha, feeling alpha, smelling alpha, talking alpha. None of that. That's female rhetoric, man. That's just more shit they talk about. Every female may know one woman who dealing with that. Or she may have had one time in her life she was dealing with that, and she probably was 21 and the dude was 20. It ain't too many niggas in their 30s, man, sitting around playing Madden while they girl going out to get money. It just ain't happening too much. You know, somebody said Nicki Minaj husband, man, is a successful music manager. That boy got successful artists under his belt. Literally. That boy plugged in the industry, man. People know him, people like him. So let's get back into this, man. Another thing is this, man. The only reason she wants the money is because she wants all of the control that men have had forever. Historically, she wants all of the control that men have had because men have controlled the money. So you got to think about it. Women are looking at a time where they couldn't work, where women couldn't go out and get money. You have the outliers. You have Madam C.J. Walkers of the world, and you have other women, but they're outliers. They're definitely the exception and not the rule. The majority of women didn't have it like that. And so you know what they did? Whatever was required of them. They didn't complain. They didn't talk back. They didn't get all fly at the lip. They didn't do none of that. And now men are even more successful than they were then. But we buy into these the majority of women have more education than men. Okay, women need education to make money. A man can get rich without an education. A woman can't. It is very rare that a woman gets rich without an education. Now it's a little bit different with the advent of social media because, you know, a woman can make some money without ever having to lift a finger. But I'm talking about, generally speaking, if you find me a woman that has attained any level of success, she has a degree. At least 50% of the men that you're finding going to be millionaires don't have a degree. And some of the billionaires don't have degrees. You understand? Jay don't have a degree. Diddy don't have a degree. Dre don't have a degree. Bill Gates don't have a degree. He dropped out. Hell, I don't know if Warren Buffett got one. When you look at the top, men are able to become billionaires without a degree. Men don't need degrees. I don't know any millionaires with degrees. That's some romance novel shit. Let me tell you something. In a woman's mindset, there's a man who's from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Got the gunshot wound, got the gunshot and stab wounds to show it. Tattoo teardrop under his eye. This is her idea. This man is out there. Now, he's cleaned himself up. He got out of prison, cleaned himself up. He did 10 years in prison now, got out, went and got a PhD, which means he went to undergrad, he went to master's level, and then he went to doctorate level. Now, I want y'all to tell me. And then he had time to get rich. Now, all the while, he's just 31. Matter of fact, he's 26. He did 10 years in prison, got out, he done got a doctorate degree, and he's just 26. That's how their minds function. They create an idea of what they want, and then they perpetuate it to men. So you got all these men out here running around trying to be what women want. Man, we know what women want. And we're not talking about what they say they want. We're talking about what they actually want. They want to be ignored to a certain extent. They want to be controlled to a certain extent. And they want to be neglected to a certain extent. Ignoring and neglecting is a couple different things. But that's what they want, man. And they want to get their back broke by the man who does those things. See, my thing is this. Why be all of that? Go and try to be all of those things in their fantasy just to get sex, when they'll turn around and give the sex to a man who doesn't have all of that shit you're going to get, but he ignores her, disrespects her a little bit, don't take her shit, and break her back. You know what I'm saying? When you have a domineering mentality toward a woman, that kills half of her drive to be combative. Man, a woman don't want no problem with no man, bro. Honestly, I mean, unless you're dealing with one of them ghetto chicks, man, they got a razor in her jawbone, in her jaw. Yeah. If you dealing with one who got a razor in her mouth, yeah, you don't want that type. But I'm talking about out here, the women who are not in that environment, who don't live like that and think like that. The women who were afraid to have a gun until somebody took them to the range and taught them to shoot. Those women. Those women don't want no problem with no man, bro. They do want to be in control because they see historically what control is, how control feels to men, how confident it makes men. So she wants to be in control, but if it's going to cause some problems, she don't want no problems. The problem is the majority of men out here too busy trying to cater to them to even realize that they don't want no problems. All you got to do is put a little pressure on them. You put a little pressure on them, let them know, man, that whatever they tell me, they ain't going to fly. That's all you got to do. The majority of women, man, are going to buckle under that pressure. If you give them some pushback, they don't want pushback. They want you to be a beta male simp mangina. That's why as soon as they realize you're a beta male simp mangina, they're going to make you put a ring on it. Because they already know what you are. They already know what you're about. You the one they've been looking for. You think these women just going through men like this man for? No, bruh. Women are looking for a certain type of man to be their husband. And these boys out here doing all the things, pursuing the same energy of a husband, all the things that are required of a husband. They doing all that just to turn around and get sex, man, when it's not required. Now, another thing I tell you is this, man. When she getting money, and which gives her some power, we're lying if we saying her getting money don't give her some power. Her getting money gives her power. You understand? But I'm going to tell you what else it has done after this. Her getting money gives her power. So she doesn't have to wait on you hand and foot. She ain't got to have your bath water run. She ain't got to have your bath running when your bath water run when you get home, man, from a hard day at the gym or a hard day at the job or whatever you're doing, man. She ain't got to have none of that. She ain't got to have a hot meal on the stove, man, if she going out to get money. All the things that a wife is, she don't have to do it anymore. And these fools have accepted her doing the same things they do as being a wife. My wife ain't got to cook. My wife ain't got to clean. My wife ain't got to be ready to get it in whenever I get ready. My wife ain't got to do none of that. My wife just help me pay bills. Man, you crazy. You're a sucker. You're not getting the correct treatment from your woman if that's the case, bruh. Unless you just one of these raw dogs, man, who it don't really matter what the situation is, the woman just into you like that. And the only way you're going to do that is if you let women show you attraction confirmation. It's rare that you're going to be out there just stepping and fetching the cold and kowtowing and cold approaching these women. You're going to get that type of interaction. Like I said, you got to be the one that woman been looking for. And the chance of that happening, man, slim and none, man, and Slim Jake got carried out by the ambulance. So what I'm saying to you is this, man. Why have a woman if she ain't doing nothing but giving you sex? That's the least she can do. You're going to build yourself up, present all these things, man. It's kind of like, man, taking a woman on 5 dates. Man, I'm not taking a woman on no 5 dates for no damn sex. It don't make sense. It don't matter if you spend $20 on each date, man. That's $100. And you still probably ain't going to get the sex, man. You can go give a bad chick. Shit, man. Go to one of these major cities, man. It's a bad chick in one of the major cities, man, that'll get down for $100, man. If all you want is some sex. What's the purpose in playing a game that take that long to play, man, and take that much time and energy? And how much is your time worth? How much is an hour of your time worth? If somebody wanted to hire you and they say the only way we can pay you is an hourly rate, how much would you charge them for an hour? Okay, well, charge yourself that. That's how much you spent on time as well. So your $100 turn into $500, $600, $700, $800,000, depending on what you want for your hour. And then again, the only way you can even do this is if you get all your stuff together like women want first. Come on, man. It makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. It's a waste of time, man, to give your time and energy to a woman, man, when you're the very best version of yourself. It's a waste of time. You should go about getting sex the easiest way possible. I'm not telling you go out there and be a trick, but I'm saying, man, you should go about it the easiest way possible. It ain't worth working on. You spend all that time working on yourself, now you're going to still work for it? Obviously. Let me tell y'all something right now. If you got to build yourself up to the best version of yourself and your ass still got to wine and dine and go on dates and play this dating game and all that, obviously building yourself up to what the fuck she want didn't make her panties get wet when she saw you. You still got to work for it. It don't make sense. Obviously, it don't work for women if you got to build yourself up to the best version of yourself and still work hard just to get sex. She still don't like you like that. So what's the alternative? If you want a different result, you got to implement a different action. And that's the bottom line. Prolific buyers, man, appreciate the $5 super chat. Brother says, is such a thing as an alpha woman? If so, do you have to move differently with her? An alpha woman is the complement of an alpha man. A woman who is like an alpha man is not an alpha woman. She's a confused one. A woman who is like a man is not meant for a man. So if a woman is alpha, then if she's the same as a man, she's not an alpha female. She's a masculine female. Being masculine doesn't make her alpha. The man represents what alpha is. The alpha female becomes alpha by being with the alpha male. And the alpha male does not want that woman who is masculine. So if she doesn't understand that being complementary is what makes her a strong woman. A strong woman is a woman who is strong enough to resist the temptation of this society to be the opposite of who she is and buy into the process of being what God intended for her to be, of being what's going to get her the best chance at happiness with the man she wants to be happy with. Instead of buying into this idea that I don't need no man. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We don't even need no man to have babies no more. Man, when I hear a woman say something like that, man, I just realize how stupid she is. When a woman says, oh, we don't even need a man to make babies no more, I'd be like, you stupid. You just dumb. You about so far into the process of being non-feminine. Like, to think that a woman would want to have a child, but not with a man, she's absolutely confused. But if you ask her, she's going to tell you she's alpha. A woman who's got a good job is going to tell you she's alpha. No, you're not. You're confused. You're the opposite of what you... Well, tell me this. If you're so alpha, how come the alpha male don't want you? Man, let me tell you something. The alpha male loves to congregate with other alpha males. The alpha male loves to be in an environment where there's alpha energy. Why is it that she's the only thing that's alpha that the alpha male don't want to be around? Explain that to me. Okay, yeah. All right, Prolific. All right, I see. Appreciate the super chat, man. All right, now if you mean she got femininity, got that shut upness, you know, but she a real life queen pin, you ain't gonna find it, bro. You ain't gonna find a woman, man, who show enough getting money. If you find a woman who show enough getting money, she ain't gonna have shut upness. Like the more money she gets, the more powerful she feels. It's just natural. It's the same thing with us. The more money we get, the more powerful we feel because the more freedom you have. It's hard to be submissive when you look at your life and you free to move however the hell you want to. It's hard to buckle down under somebody. When you being submissive comes from having a history of being in a submissive position. You know, that's why I tell you what, perfect example. You send a young man straight out of high school to basic training, he can be a hard head. You send him to basic training, man, he come out that boy when he gonna leave, man, before he go to wherever he gonna be stationed at, he come out that boy saying yes, ma'am, yes, sir to everybody. Because he's been indoctrinated into submission. Now you take that same guy, you let him become a major general or a captain in the Navy or something like that, he doesn't have that same submissive state because he has power now. Power, you cannot be submissive and powerful at the same time. It is just not possible. Once she gets to that point, her femininity is gone. You just can't find it. You're not gonna find it. It's impossible, man. If someone finds it, man, please share it with us. If you have found it already, please share it with us because you will be the first man I've ever known who has found that. Like let's look at Oprah Winfrey. A woman with Oprah Winfrey money, bro, is never gonna be submissive to a man ever. She's just not gonna do it. Oprah ain't gonna be submissive to a white man. She ain't gonna be that woman. She too paid. Let me tell you what happens. The only way for a woman to get that paid is to have other people under her working for her. That power of controlling people, signing checks, being responsible for people's lives, being responsible for people's well-being, having people revere her, that changes a woman. She's never going to be the same anymore. Ever. So, the thing is, man, when it's just one of those things, man, where the one issue that has changed the relationship dynamic is this push, and that's why they're pushing the whole equal pay thing. The equal pay thing, being able to make money ain't enough. They want to be able to make the same money, and then they're gonna want to be able to make more money. They want to be in power, and women, unlike men, understand that in this society, the people in the powerful position control the pesos. If you do not control the pesos, you do not have power in this society. I am telling you now. You can believe what you want to believe, but I am telling you the truth. There is no power if you do not have the pesos. Everyone with the pesos have the power. You can move to where you want to move if you got the money. You got to have the pesos, man. I am telling you what is real. This is not a lie. I am telling you. I will not tell a lie to you. No, I will not tell a lie to you, hombre. I am telling you the truth, man. The pesos, man. In this society, the pesos is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? In this society, man, it represents power. And listen, and that's another reason why black women look at black men the way they do. Because everything is indicative on the society. Everything is dependent on the society. Everything is dependent on the society. If we were in a society where cattle represented wealth, then the farmers would have all the women's attention. See what I'm saying? If tools, I'm talking about basic tool kits and tool sets, if that represented wealth, then the mechanics and the builders and these guys would have all of the women's attention. I had somebody ask me once, man, well, how we know what day the Sabbath's supposed to be, man? How we don't know what day the Sabbath's supposed to be? It could have been any day. I said, he didn't tell you to pick a certain day. He said the seventh day. Look at your calendar. If where you at the seventh day is Monday, then that's the Sabbath. If where you at the seventh day is Friday, then you just the seventh day. It don't take a rocket science. It don't take rocket science to figure this out, man. YMC, my brother, was good. So another thing is this, man. You can't even get a hot meal cooked when a woman got to get up and go to work and help you pay bills. The problem is men are okay with women helping them pay bills. Man, let me tell you something. I would rather downsize my living arrangements than to have a woman, man, help me pay bills, bro. I ain't with that shit. I don't want a woman help me pay bills. I don't want a woman feeling like I'm dependent. Because let me tell you something. You can say what you want to say. But if a woman is helping you pay bills, you are financially dependent on that woman. That makes you a dependent. It may be half dependent, but that makes you a 50-50 partner with a woman. And only a man who doesn't value himself would willingly now, if you're in that situation, I know you hate it, but if you willingly settle for that, then you are less than a man. You're less than a man, brother. So another thing is this, man. When a woman is in that position of power where she's equally responsible for you as you are for her, I'm talking about financially. All we're talking about is the financial burden of striving to be whatever these modern women want is not going to get you a payoff because they feel like, see, the difference is before you were the provider, the woman knew her position, she played her position, bam, her father backed you, everybody knew what time it was. Now in this society, you're that because you and women feel like they deserve that for being less feminine than they were. I don't understand it, bro. It's like, see, now I still view sex, and I always will, as a woman's only opportunity to serve me, as her only opportunity to give me what she has, what she's been naturally given as a gift. It's the only gift she has to give me. It's the only thing she has to give me that comes from the heart, that comes from her soul, that comes from her spirit. All of that is her. It's her body. It's her internally. All of that. It's the only thing she has to give me that even remotely has any value. But now sex is a mutual servitude situation at best, and you pleasing her at worst. Man, let me tell you something. It's real talk. Nigga, I'll stop having sex before I put myself in a position where I ever feel like it's my job to serve a woman sexually. Man, if you could take my woman because you serve her better than me, nigga, you can have her. I'm not finna try to outserve no woman. Man, you crazy. You think I'm finna try to outservice a woman to compete with you? You can have her. There's many women out here. I don't understand that. Nigga tell me he got 15 women and then he trying to service all of them. Man, boy, your masculinity is gone. You're losing too much testosterone. I ain't got no time for that, man. That's her opportunity to show me how much she appreciates me. Her doing what she got to do for my business, that's her job. You understand? She enjoying the life that this business provides. That's her job. That's her responsibility. That's what she gonna do. Instead of going to work for somebody else, she gonna come to work for me. That's her job. She get paid for that. She get paid the lifestyle. You understand? Of course, if she my woman, she get paid. Both of them, they get paid. They have access to paper. Of course, I manage everything. I see where everything goes, but they have access to paper and they have access to the life. So when it comes to that, man, her sex is all shit. That's her opportunity to show me the kind of effort she's willing to put forth to make sure that she pleases me sexually the way I please her in all the other areas. See, being the man, being the provider is already the greatest responsibility in the relationship. That's a hell of a responsibility. Everything she got to do, she can do it with her body. You know what I'm saying? All the significant things she has to do, the things that she provides, she can do it with her body, man. If she gonna clean up, man, she do it with her body. If she gonna cook, she do it with her body. Everything she does with her body, man. She could do everything she gotta do without ever leaving home. She could do she could do everything she do without even getting dressed. She can do everything she do butt naked or with some boy shorts on. Everything that she needs to do, that's required of a wife. She can do all of that. So I'm gonna please her. Hold up. Now here I am. Let's break this down. I'm the provider, right? Which means I'm the provider, which means the work she does is for me. I'm the provider, right? I'm the protector, right? That's me. I'm the protector. I'm the animal. I'm the beast. I'm the protector, right? Right. I'm the spiritual guide, right? Yeah. Because the Most High don't have a direct relationship with women. I'm a spiritual guy, right? Yeah, that's right. I'm her connection to the Most High. I'm the reason why the blessings of being bestowed upon her life, because I'm giving her access to information that she never had before, right? Yeah. Yeah, her body's looking better, right? I mean, her body was already tight, but she's able to maintain it and it's looking even better. Her skin was already clear, but it's even clearer. You know, everything is even better now because she understands exactly what she needs to be doing as far as what she puts into her body and what she puts on her body, right? Right? Then intellectually, she can't come into a problem that I can't solve. You understand? Women don't have the same problem that men have. Yeah, there's some issues I've had in my life that I've had to figure out. It ain't shit a woman can deal with that I got to figure out. Women's lives are too simple. There's only 2 or 3 things that can be wrong with them. There's only 2 or 3 obstacles they can face. And one of them ain't got nothing to do. And it ain't gonna happen on my watch. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, I know y'all can add some more things in the chat. Add some more things in the chat. That's 4 very important things right there. And I'm breaking her back. Not for her, for me. That's my time to take out all my frustrations on her. I don't understand how you in there trying to lovey-dovey and make love to a woman, man, when that's your chance to dump all your frustrations in her. That's her job to make your life easier. And so you take all those frustrations you have with the world, man, all those situations you dealt with, man, that kind of got you a little agitated, man, take it and dump it off in your woman. You feel better every time. Like I said, man, release it into her. Release all that negative energy into her, man. She can recycle it and push it out. She recycles that negative energy and it comes out with a flow every month. So that's 5 things. Now I'm going to serve her sexually too. Like I'm going to go into sex with the intent on serving her. No, wait a minute. Not only am I going to serve her, I'm going to serve her while at the same time, I'm trying to make sure I don't even bust. Man, let me tell you something. These niggas are going to the extreme with this semen retention thing. There are benefits to it, but there are benefits to not having sex at all. There are benefits to not even engaging. You understand? There aren't many more benefits to semen retention than there are to just abstaining. As a matter of fact, truth be told, the benefits of abstaining long-term outweigh the benefits of semen retention, just basic semen retention. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro, I am not finna go, niggas is crazy. I am not finna go and please a woman when her job is to please me, but I'm going to please her and make a concentrated effort not to be pleased myself. Pleasing her doesn't please me. Nothing about pleasing her pleases me. I'm not even thinking about pleasing her. I'm thinking about breaking her back, dumping my frustrations off into her. That's where the backbreaking come from. It don't take no effort when all you're doing is dumping your frustrations out into your woman sexually. It don't take no frustrations. Now, hey, man, brothers can do what they want to do. You can keep having sex with women, man, getting them off 5 times. Nigga be bragging about it. I got her all 5 times and they ain't even get off. Man, you a sucker. You sit around here, man, basing your life bragging about pleasing some woman, bro. And that's all you getting out of it is sex. And you can't even enjoy that because I ain't gonna bust. Man, these boys crazy. We alpha, man. We don't play that game. We don't play it. Now, another thing is this, man. You can't even get her. A woman who got to get up and go get that money. I'm talking about go and get that real money in a real setting where she got to dress up. Man, she dresses up for work and dresses down for home. You got a woman that don't even look sexy for you at home no more, man. She don't even look sexy for you. You build yourself up to all that, man. Then the woman only looking sexy for you because she ain't comfortable with you. Let me tell you something, brothers. And this is why I say all this. This is why I say all this, man. You got to keep in mind, being a proper wife is a 24-hour-a-day responsibility. That's the only reason I'm telling you guys that it is not worth it to put in all this work for the modern woman who doesn't want to be a traditional wife. Stop putting in traditional work for a woman that doesn't want to be a traditional wife. You putting in husband work. You're building yourself up to be presented as husband material for a woman who isn't going to give you anything but sex. And then you got to go all out your way to arouse her and wine and dine her and romance her for 4, 5, 6, 15 dates and all that. Man, come on, bruh. The bottom line is this. She does not have the time to give you what she's supposed to give you if you are okay with her spending her time, energy, and effort doing whatever the hell she wants to do. It's just not worth it, bro. Just not worth it. I just can't imagine, man. I had a consultation client, man. He was having that problem with his old lady, man. And but he was still having sex with her. I was like, man, bro, stop being so damn horny. If the woman won't even try to look good, if she won't listen, man, I'm not having sex with a woman who don't look sexy. It don't matter if she cute, she gotta look sexy. She gotta look sexy. And it don't take a whole lot. A woman can just walk around with some boy shorts and a tank top on, bro. And that's sexy as hell. She just walk around with her panties and t-shirt on. T-shirt and panties, you know, a little bit of t-shirt them chicks be wearing, man. They be short, all up at the top of their panties, man. Damn, they'll be a hot top. That right there, that's sexy as hell, bro. Well, you got a woman, man, that ain't even trying to do that. So, oh, I don't want to be comfortable. How in the hell you ain't comfortable in the same in panties? You wear panties every day, everywhere. You ain't comfortable in panties? You got issues, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. It's just not worth it because the women these days aren't going to put in the type of work necessary. So my thing is this: when you build yourself to the most alpha version of yourself, when you the best version of yourself, man, you should just feel like they beneath you, bro. Really. And then me myself, man, I just feel like, man, if you weren't rocking with me, man, when I was down, you sure ain't gonna rock with me when I'm up. That's why my number's so low, man. My numbers are low. You know what I'm saying? Now, historically, my numbers may not be that low, but you know, for the past decade or so, man, my number's been low, bro. You know what I'm saying? My number's been low because I deal with quality women who bring things to the table, man, that give them longevity. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with women who pump it down. They have other shit to offer. And I'd be like, man, shit, I can capitalize on that. I can capitalize on that too. Oh shit, she can do that? Man, I need somebody to do that. And I ain't got to pay her. That's what I'm talking about. Like if you're dealing with women that you can't look at like that, man, then you really, really like you selling yourself short. You undervaluing yourself, bro. You're undervaluing yourself. Now, another thing is this, man. A lot of times these women are too tired to serve you in this capacity. Man, let me tell you something. You know how many men I've heard say, man, their wife be too tired to do this. She be too tired to do that. Their girlfriend be too tired to do this. She be too tired to do that. Man, whatever making her tired, she need to leave that shit alone. Oh, I forgot. You need her to help you pay bills. See what I'm saying? If you need a woman to help you pay bills, bro, you need to focus on your paper or whatever it takes for you to get more paper. You're focusing on the wrong things right now. You need to downsize, or you need to cut some things back, or you need to go back home and live with your parents for a minute till you get back on feet the right way, bro. You can't be in a position where you need a woman's financial support. It makes you less of a man. And don't try to say, well, pimps do it. Well, your ass ain't no pimp. We ain't talking about that. Don't try to think just because you got a woman taking care of you that you're a pimp. Because even if a pimp does that, it's short term. It gets to the point, man, where he's sitting on paper. You know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where he's sitting on paper. And he still got front and flash. Those women don't know that the pimp, even if a pimp ain't got no paper, the women don't know it. He got no paper, man, to keep his front and flash up. He got no paper to look like money. See, this is the thing. If you go out and also the difference between a pimp and a square who getting money from a woman is she going out making peanuts, bringing it home, helping you pay bills. A pimp checking the trap. When they come in, man, they drop all the bread to the pimp. He getting all the money. Of course, they may hold back a little bit for a rainy day or something, man, but he has an expectation and he gives them the expectation. This is what I'm looking for tonight. And they know what the expectation is. You know, regardless if they're on, if they're on the blade, if they're up in a club, if they're in a casino, wherever they at, there's an expectation. And He controls the paper. You don't control the paper. She helped you pay bills. That's different. You're not in a position of power with the woman if she helps you pay bills. You'll never be, ever. In a million years, you just won't be. She may just be nice and try to get along because she may think she knows the roles of relationship, but you ain't gonna have no power. When it comes time to flex power, you ain't gonna be able to do it. And any man who can't flex power, any man who can't flex power in a relationship with a woman, man, he need to get out of it. Because if you can't flex power, then she can. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. In the 50-50 relationship, the advantage goes to the woman because she has the emotional power. She can play on your emotions. So the scales always tip in her favor. She can play on her emotions and on your emotions. And then if you're in a 50-50 relationship, if you're in a 50-50 relationship, nigga, you don't want the police to be called on you. So you ain't going to even chastise her or check her or nothing. And she don't respect you enough to bow down to you. That's just the reality of it. Women don't bow down to men intentionally. They have to be forced to bow down. The circumstances and situations have to force them to bow down. Another thing is this, man. A woman is meant to serve her husband. She's meant to serve her husband. Her desire shall be to her husband, and her husband shall rule over her. In the modern society, she's not a servant, she's a partner. That's your partner, man. Y'all work together. Both of y'all supervisors. You the chairman of the board and she the president of the company. Y'all both got equal power. Man, let me tell you something. Why put yourself in a situation with a woman who has equal power when you're not going to get the femininity that you deserve from a woman, the femininity that you desire from a woman, the femininity that's your right to get from a woman? You're not going to get it in a position where a woman feels like she has equal power. A woman will not bow down to a man she doesn't view as more powerful than her. She simply won't. I know that's a hard pill for men to swallow because you sitting there, you got a woman at home, y'all in this 50-50 relationship, and she does all the things you want her to do. No, she does all the things that she wants to do for you, and your ass just accepted that those are the things that you want. If you're in a 50-50 relationship, man, that's some shit you ain't getting from your woman. I can promise you that. I can guarantee there's some things you ain't getting from your woman, bro, if you're in a 50-50 relationship. I ain't making that up. You know I ain't making it up. Another thing, man, that we have to think about, man, is these days, the modern woman doesn't even care to bond with her children. Let me tell you something. When a child is created, a mother is supposed to stay home with that child. She's supposed to be a full-time mother at home with that child. The problem is the majority of men can't afford to make that happen because they need the woman to go out and make money. The woman can't afford to be a full-time mother. And you know what? A lot of them don't want to be. They have a child, they already got the nanny in mind, they already got it laid out. You can't make them leave. Man, let me tell you something. This is the problem with young children. They have this big gap in their early development where they're around other people more than they're around their parents, more than they're around their mother, rather, especially at that young age. When they babies, they're around others more than they're around their mothers. And they take on the characteristics, energies, and outlooks of the people they're around. But that daycare system, that's the beginning of the indoctrination process. All the children are there. They go to sleep at the same time. They get up and play at the same time. They do all of these things at the same time. Now, that's when they get to a certain point, when they get up to, maybe 2 or 3 years old. They're all napping at the same time. They're all doing this at the same time. Now, all of these things go on. And you got to keep in mind, man. So I give y'all a perfect example, man. When my son, man, was in K4. He was in K4, which is like kindergarten for 4-year-olds. He was in there, man, and he would not take a nap. Nap time, he wouldn't take a nap. And he was 4, man. He'd be in there, man, playing. He'd be on the cot. He'd be laying on a little cot on his mat that I bought him, but he'd be in there playing, man. He wasn't ready to go to sleep. So they called me. I guess they thought I was gonna come make me go to sleep. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I brought this little, I can't remember what type of little game it was. It was some type of little game system, little handheld game system. I brought that, man. I said, hey, just let him play this. No, another week later, man, they called me and said, well, he's playing it, but he's talking, how you play a game, you talk to it. I said, well, look, when they go to sleep, you gotta let him come out here. And so that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take a nap. I wasn't gonna force him to take a nap. He didn't want to take a nap. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. If they weren't gonna be okay with that, then I was just gonna move him out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a wrap. Much as I paid for that shit, they better acquiesce to every request that I have for him. So, I say these are the type of things that, you have to be in a position of power to be able to do these things. You know what I'm saying? You have to be in a position of power, man, because if you, from birth to, from a few months to, 3-4 years old, man, the child is gone with somebody else all day, man, that's crazy. I mean, unless it's a family member, like if it's a grandmother or, an aunt or something like that, that's something, shit, even an older sister, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about being gone away from the environment that they're supposed to be, embracing. So let's go ahead, man, and get to this last one, man. She has too much freedom. The modern woman has too much freedom. And you know what happens when a woman has freedom? Her mind becomes idle. You get a group of them together with idle minds. That's how those damn girl trip come up. That's how those bachelorette parties, man, that my cousin told me about, man. Those bachelorette parties, man, where these women be in there, man, and their bride be in there giving a stripper brain the day before her wedding. Stripper go around the room, man, and damn near all the women in there, man, take turn, man, just giving the same stripper head, man. He's just going around the room. Idle mind. A woman's idle mind is the devil's playground. A man's idle mind is the devil's workshop. He has to put in work for the idle man's mind. He's got to grind. He's got to be on the attack, and he's got to bring a hard hat and a box lunch. Because it's work. A woman's idle mind is a playground. He sees a woman with an idle mind, he starts jumping. Woo, woo, it's on, boy. It's on. He ready. He just hit that Jodeci, just like he did to Eve. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name. That's the same thing he did to Eve. She said, okay, I'm coming. What you want to talk to me about? You know that tree over there? Let me tell you something, baby girl. Come here, bring your little fine ass here. Come here. Sex ass, come here. That tree over there, baby, you ain't got to worry about that tree. Hand in her panties. God was lying to you. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you to be all you can be. That nigga holding you back. Adam, he holding you back. He believe those lies, baby. He holding you back. He holding you for your potential. I want to help you spread your wings, baby, and get to where you need to be. All you got to do is go over there and eat that fruit. That shit gonna open your mind in ways that you can't even imagine. I promise you that. But before you do that, come here. Let me tighten that thing up right quick. Put it in her mind, put it on her behind. She go over there and eat the fruit. That's how he functions. You understand? That's how he functions with the woman's idle mind. That's why if you're in a position to keep her busy, then you're not in a position to have a woman. If you're not in a position to keep her busy in a way where you can govern what she's doing, like even a pimp can govern what his woman doing by knowing if she checked the trap the way she's supposed to. He gave her listen, she's supposed to bring in an amount that lets him know that she's been working. He knows about how long this takes, about how long that takes. She needs to bring him an amount that shows she's been working, and this don't come in until you get that amount. If you can't do that, Listen, how many men you think got their woman working for them and she going in the break room getting banged out by Johnny at work? Now, how many men you think woman got to get up and go to work every day, going in the break room, getting banged out by Johnny at work? A woman's idle mind is the devil's playground. And that's the bottom line. You got to keep in mind, man, that these women today are different. And it's not bad or good. It's just true. They're different. They want everything their way. They want to be able to do all of the things that men have perennially done, which means they want to be like men. And how much work are you willing to put in for a woman who doesn't want to be complimentary to you? She wants to be a competitor. She wants to be in competition. I tell you what, brothers, it's a travesty that men strive to be everything that women want them to be and expect nothing in return but a nut. Y'all think about that, man. Spread the word, man. Spread the message. I appreciate everybody being in the joint. Salute to the mod squad. Y'all put God first and keep grinding and growing. Peace.
It's the book of Alpha running me, nigga. Read it or weep.